Well, I was working before, and then the world came, like the economy came crashing down, and then I had a heart attack, and I had 4 stents put in, and everything. The social services did not come through. Then they want, if you want to get a report for uh, social services, it costs you money, which I don't have, right? To pay for the $30 fee or $50 fee. It's just so hard to get anything to do, right? And then they want us to travel everywhere, and you don't have bus fare, so it's hard to get around. Eh? So worker I was talking to, she was very abrupt and very rude. This is the way it is, and there's no other way of doing it. And you can't get out of it. You can't move. You can't. You can't get anywhere. Get them to budge on anything. And with all the offices being closed, everybody now because of this COVID thing, and nobody wants to be in person, so it's all over the phone. And you can't explain anything, and then if you don't have access to the internet or that, it's hard to try and like I went to the library yesterday to try and send forms for you guys, and because I didn't have a witness there, they wouldn't send it to sign, right? So it's just difficult, to do anything. I would actually let people come into the office and face to face to see somebody to help, so they can help, explain, instead of being over a phone or, it's easier when you're talking face to face. It's so hard when it's on a phone. A lot of people don't have access to that. And if you go to the library and you use the internet to use a phone, it's lousy. It just doesn't work. I'd rather eat than pay my phone bill. If it came down to it, that's what I got to do. I'll eat first before I put anywhere from $30 to $50 on the phone to keep my, to be able to keep in touch with everybody. And then if that happens, you gotta go to the library or somewhere where there's free Wi-Fi to use a phone, and that's very because if you're not in a place where you got free internet, nobody can get in touch with you. So you're out of the loop. You pretty much have to hang around there. Then you can't. So there's no place for it. Well, a face-to-face will be able to tell how we're stuck in a position, why, what the struggles we're seeing, like on the term of getting a lease, say, or references, or anything. If I could, somebody could come in, or even with social services, and say, "Look, I'm having a hard time. A doctor won't see me," or like, give me these letters. I can't afford to pay. You tell them face to face. Over the phone, they're going, well, you have to have it. It's just so impersonal, and people frustrated, right? You have to have these documents here and that. A lot of people could be able to sign them right there, but I seen like on the phone, like when it says signature, I don't know how to do that. Then you gotta go print it off, then pay for it to get printed off, then sign it, then print, send it out. And if you don't have help or a place to do it, it's not going to get done, right? Not everybody has the technology to do that. Face to face would be a lot better if you don't hear, get to see somebody and say, hey, well, this is what we expect from you, and we can tell them what we need and what we expect from them or want, to get done. That they know of it. But a lot of people are still, they're stuck. They just gave up. They're just stuck and staying where they're at, and they can't move because of this. There is a lot of people are stuck because they can't get to their medical appointments because of the accessibility with the buses. They can't walk that far to go uh, to get the bus or the buses or like a medical appointment. If they're living on the south side and it's way on the north side, they just can't make it because it's too hard on them. It's it's just they can't move, so they just don't go. you know, and they can't. There's no like bats won't come or that unless you're registered with them, and you gotta and everything that has to be on the like even with the city. If you want to use their recreation and that, you have to go down there and give them your income tax form, and then they'll mail it to you. And these people, some of them don't have addresses, right? So how are they going to get this? And, they can't get anything, right? And they won't accept a post office box now. So like if the people are using like the Bliss Solar Boil or something like that, it's not acceptable anymore. They want an address for you. So people are, the people are living rough. They're having a hard time.